Good day guys, welcome to PHENOMSOUND. Recently I decided to get back to the roots and make some old school rhythm dubstep. I was always fascinated by Danny Elfman, the music composer, and particularly by his score for the Hulk movie, and I always wanted to get my hands on this tune and to do something with it. So finally I got to it and I've made a super badass rhythm based on this original score by Danny Elfman. I've called this tune Smash, and probably is the one of the hardest tune that you have heard in a while. I highly suggest you to check it out. It's available on my YouTube page, on my SoundCloud, and it's available for free download. And of course the FL Studio project, all the Serum presets from it and samples are available to my patrons. So you are very welcome to check this all out and share your thoughts with me. In this video I would like to show you how I made the one of the sounds from this tune, and here is how the drop sounds. And here is the particular sound that we are going to synthesize today. It's a very heavy rhythm sound, and if you may remember, I've used this particular sound in one of my previous tutorials.
That was very impressive.
So right now we are going to find out how to make it. Let's start from scratch. And the first oscillator is going to be the one from the wobble section, called Ooh Ya Ooh. This is why it's called like this. Let's move the octave to -1. And turn on the second oscillator. This one is going to be the anti-status from the digital section. Let's move the octave to +1 and add a bit of a detune by tuning the fine tune to 13 cents. Nice! Let's set up the first LFO. Like this. And drag it to the wavetable position of the first oscillator. Move the wavetable position at 60 and drag the LFO all the way down. Let's go to the second LFO tab, set it up like this, and select the sync on the second oscillator and drag the second LFO to it. Set the sync at this position and the LFO at 60. Let's FM from B on the first oscillator. Set the FM position at 45. And drag the first LFO to it and set it at 16. Let's also automate the volume of the first oscillator and move the second oscillator volume all the way down. Let's change the LFO speed to 1.5 and use the filter. It's going to be high pass 12 from the multi section. Set the cutoff at 70 Hz. And drag the first LFO to it, make it bipolar by holding Shift-Alt and click on it, and set it at around 70 as well. Set the resonance at 45. Let's also use a simple sub. It's going to be the round rect type, and we are going to move the octave to -1. Move the level all the way down, drag the LFO to it, and leave it like this. Let's also use a bit of a noise. I like this one, bright white. Very simple. Let's automate it a bit and set pitch at around 65 or 70. It's the best position for me. Nice, let's go to the Fixes tab. Let's turn on the hyperdimension. Set it up like this. Turn on the distortion. Let's make it soft clip. Set the drive at around 30 and move the first LFO to it and set it to 45. Turn on the EQ. Select the first EQ band type to peak. Set frequency at around 130 and drag the first LFO to it. 25 or something like this will be fine. And of course set the gain at around 10 decibel. Let's also select the EQ band type to a peak and set the frequency at 2300. Move the LFO to it, set it at -15 and set the gain at -10 decibel. Nice, let's add a filter. It's going to be the reverb filter. Set the cutoff at around 96. Drag the LFO to it and set it to -4. Drag the LFO to the resonance. Set it up like this. And turn on the compressor. Turn on the multiband compression and set it at around 10 decibel. And one thing that I forgot is to move the wavetable position of the second oscillator all the way up. And also let's tweak this LFO a bit. Nice. It sounds best on the third octave and on the second one. Awesome. On my post-processing channel I have a isotope ozone 5 with some stereo imaging. And a couple of EQs. So there's nothing too fancy. And there's a limiter. It's very heavy and aggressive, metallic. It's just one of the best sounds for really heavy rhythm, like the one that I've showed you at the beginning of this video. That's all that I wanted to show you today, guys. If you want to dive deep into this project, it is available on my Patreon page, as well as all of the Serum presets and samples from it. Also, there are a lot of FL Studio project samples and presets, so feel free to visit my Patreon page. The link is over here. It will be a really nice support for me, and this really motivates me to keep going and to make a lot of interesting content for you guys. If you like this tune, it is available on my SoundCloud and YouTube, so if you like it, please spread it. I would really appreciate it. My main goal is to be heard and to get my records played on repeat in your headphones. So spread it and share with your friends if you like it. I would love it so much. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and leave comment below. This is the best way to say thanks for what I'm doing, and thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you in my next one. Bye!